Guys, so I have always said that if there is a possibility for you to move to Europe rather than moving to South Cyprus, then it will be better. Now, for some time, I've been receiving messages from international students asking me if it's possible for them to move to Europe if they are asylum seekers. This is my take on this. I have always said this several times on this YouTube channel that if you must seek asylum in South Cyprus, you should be aware that there are certain things you cannot do as an asylum seeker. By the way, first, if you want to seek asylum in South Cyprus, know that you need to have a reason, alright? All asylum seekers have reasons why they want to seek asylum. Now, because since you are looking for safety, they will give you safety, but the problem is, as an asylum seeker, you need a document, alright? Remember, the first stage is you go to the camp. Now, sometimes a lot of international students will tell me their passports are with the immigration officials. Yes, some people don't understand this, but remember, you can give your passport to them, not like can, alright? They are going to keep your passport. Some other people do escape with this. I do not know how they go about it, but if your passport is with the immigration, alright, you cannot leave the camp anyhow because, of course, you need to travel and the traveling document is the international passport, not so? Yes. So now, when you want to travel, let's say to Europe, and you are still an asylum seeker, your case has not been adjusted, alright? That is to say, your case has not been looked into, you don't have papers yet, but you want to move to Europe. That is going to be difficult. The reason I say it won't be difficult is because no immigration official will give you your passport to pass through their airport, the Larnaca airport, right? In Northern Cyprus. So that's what you should understand. It's not like people, when we advise you, it's not like we are hating on you. We are just explaining to you that before you go to South Cyprus to seek asylum, know what asylum is, know some of the disadvantages of taking asylum. Well, everybody needs papers, but in South Cyprus, will you be able to get those papers early? That is the question you should ask yourself. And statistics show that out of 100 people, only 30 will succeed. Not even that 30, because it takes a lot of time for your case to be looked into. Even when you look for an immigration lawyer, all right, it still becomes very difficult. Sometimes the lawyer will say, no, your case is there. At the end of the day, you lost all your money. So you have to know all of these things. If you are in South Cyprus, it will be difficult for you as an asylum seeker to move to Europe. That is what I'm saying. Now, if you cannot move to Europe, since they are keeping your passport, what do you need to do next? The next thing you can do now is to move back to your home country. Moving back to your home country from an asylum camp, is it easy? Yes, if you tell them you want to go home, they will give you, alright? They will release you and give your documents. They will let you go, alright? Because remember, they will deport you back to the destination in which you came from. So that is how asylum works, alright? Now, remember, you can only move from home to the destination you wanted to move to initially before your passport was refused, or let me say before they refused giving your passport. But if you move back to your home country, you will be given your passport. But the problem now is, what is the fate of the asylum you took before? So before you take asylum, think of the advantages and disadvantages of some of the things you need to focus on. That is the first point. Now, the second point I want to mention here is, if you succeed take asylum, you succeeded and take the asylum, now can you move to Europe? Yes, in this case, you can move to Europe if and only if you already have the document, the passport or the EU blue card or whichsoever card or the travel document or something, all right? Now, someone was asking me how he can get travel document. Travel document is not for everybody, right? It is for a particular group of people. Find out who they are. And now remember that if you already have the documents as an asylum seeker, or a passport or the ID card or residence permit, alright, as an asylum seeker in a foreign country, for example, Greece, you cannot move to France and stay there for long and you work. You can only live in France for 3 months maximum. Alright, and while living in France as an asylum seeker in Greece, you cannot, 1, work in France, 2, you cannot do some certain things in France, alright? Now, there is also some information I want you to pay attention to when it comes to insurance as an asylum seeker. Because a lot of people don't know. You see somebody going to the camp or moving, asking you, he wants to go and seek asylum, but he doesn't know the terms and conditions. Well, in South Cyprus, right? If you as an asylum seeker in South Cyprus, you have to pay medical insurance or social insurance, all right? But mind you, paying that social insurance doesn't mean that you are doing anything. You just need to pay. You are paying for free. You are paying in vain, all right? When you pay that social insurance, don't pay with the notion that the immigration is going to call you for an interview. No. What is going to call you for an interview is the case in which you came with it into South Cyprus, sorry, all right? If you came telling them that you ran away from a war or something, that is the story that brought you into South Cyprus. And in that case, they will use that case to judge you, all right, to decide if they are giving you the papers in South Cyprus or not. But like I said, it is going to take a longer time, all right? It's going to take a long period. People who have been there, they haven't gotten, but other smart people have gotten. I do not know how they do it, but know that if you want to go to South Cyprus to seek asylum, it's going to take you a lot of time. A lot of time, a lot, all right? Just know that that is how it is. Now, concerning the social insurance, like I said, even if you pay, you still don't have anything. It will not help you in any way, all right? Because sometimes some people think that because they are paying and they got a job, it will be easy to judge them. No, you can be paying social insurance and you get a job, but it doesn't mean that they are going to use that social insurance to judge your file, all right? So that is what you should remember. Always remember this, very important. Now, as an asylum seeker, understand that even the insurance company that you have your insurance with them, they might not be paying the insurance, all right? Or let me say you don't have any benefits, okay? Because sometimes you will not have an insurance number. That's the first thing. Now, if you have a problem, you cannot go to immigration and start asking for benefits. All right, you have to go back to your social insurance company, all right? And when you go to the company, sometimes they will direct you back to the welfare. The welfare is the body in charge of the asylum, to see that the body in charge to coordinate asylum seekers or something. So that is how it is. Just know that even if you pay the medical insurance, you cannot do anything, all right? You cannot do anything with the insurance. In fact, the insurance is fake, though you are paying for it. Remember, you are working now. Because for you to access these opportunities, you have to be working. And when you are working already, they have closed your files. All right? Because no more, they are not the one taking care of you. You are the one taking care of yourself. So your files are not with them. Now, if you want to leave later on, it is going to be an issue, because remember, if they close your file, you are going to be legal in one way or the other, except that you enroll in a university. That's why I always tell people that it is important to enroll, all right? It is important to enroll, but people will never listen. So this is just the information I wanted to give you. I hope this will help somebody. Beware before you move to seek asylum in any country. Make sure you know the terms and conditions, all right? It is very, very important. Until we meet again, bye.